back to The Walking
Walk a
Dead.
different part of the property every
The
day.
final
so it gave
episode
me
of the
feel for
extended
what kind of day it was
episodes.
gonna be.
Sunshine,
Oh.
my only sunshine.
My mom used to sing this to me.
Make me happy.
And it also reminds me of when
Skies are gray.
Carl said his mom sang it to him.
No, dear.
Well, this is obviously going to be the Negan episode, as I suspected. And I know you Negan fans out there are like head over heels for the guy. I still hate him.
Yeah,
I
just
think
wanted
he's
to
a great
thank you for
character,
getting me
but
the hell out of Dodge.
I hate him. I'll never forgive him for what he did.
Maybe there's only so far I can go to get out of her way.
Well, you
I was
murdered her
thinking maybe,
husband right in front of her.
you put
so,
in a word
you know,
for me.
I don't
Figured
think
you'd owe me that
things will
much,
ever be
right?
smoothed over with her, Negan. I don't think that's ever going to be possible.
You know this place?
Oh, wait a minute. Are they doing this?
Better than you deserve.
It is
True.
what it is, I guess. Let me in.
Oh, here come the flashbacks. Taking us back to season 8. Walking Dead, your green
Carl
screen is
said
showing.
you done have-
God damn it, I miss Rick. And I feel like it would take hours, days to find that bat. I'll call a little bit of bullshit. It should have taken you way longer to find that, but whatever. We're on a time limit here. We got to get going. Hold on, wait. We're already in apocalypse time 12 years ago? That doesn't seem right.
He goes out to you.
This guy looks just
Can't
like
imagine
the dude that Rick bit the
What you must
throat out
be
of.
going through right now. He probably got a lot of other stuff too. So now,
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was wondering like why he wants
where you got it?
this shit.
I am going to
Right.
let you take and make you watch. Huh?
Seems like a nice guy. Okay, but 12 years ago.
I don't know.
The first like 8 seasons take place during about 2.5, 3 years of the apocalypse. And there's a 6-year time jump, which puts you at like 8 years in. And then there's like another. There's no way this could have been 12 years ago. No way.
You didn't have to do that.
Better safe than sorry.
Aw, she's one savior I actually do kind of miss.
I'm Franklin.
Nice to meet you.
So you're a doctor?
I completely understand him trying to keep her alive. Like, I'm sure anyone would do the same for their family, their wife, their kids,
What do
whatever.
you mean by keep it going?
But let's be real here. Like,
The doctors had given us a calendar
Never
of
gonna
what
work.
you needed, which
oh, come on. We're doing flashbacks in flashbacks? That's a little much for me. There's no way you can keep this going. You would just have to desperately hope that she goes into remission. Damn, relax.
this book sucks. It's killing me. I can't do it.
It's just one of them. I mean, this is very early in the pandemic. Or apocalypse? Pandemic. COVID's ruined me. So, I mean, it's probably harder than it will become. Damn, this one's wild. It's moving around a lot. Come on, come on. Ah, come on, man. You even got it through the eye. Taking care of business.
That was our last bullet.
This is what I mean, though. Like, how long are you going to be able to siphon gas? But, if it's for someone you love, I'd do it too.
We need to move. We need other people.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just too dangerous. Wherever you can dream up, I promise.
I mean, if it's only 3 more treatments, I guess that also makes sense. Like, get the treatments done first and then move. But that generator's going to be a problem.
It's you.
Oh, this is so sweet.
So beautiful.
All these sweet moments in the world will never make me forgive him for what he did to Glenn and Abraham and all those other people, but I do feel bad for him.
I'm just worried that I'm gonna get used to it.
Well, you're gonna need to.
Could taste like this. I would have been eating that shit all along.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Oh God.
This is Jeffrey Dean Morgan's actual wife, isn't it?
Oh my God.
It's kind of hard to tell with the wigs, but
Holy shit.
I think it is. And there is a lot of chemistry between the two.
It should be me apologizing to you,
Why? Because you cheated on her?
the man that I was.
Even when you weren't.
It's so sweet.
That asshole really had it coming.
They should have more actual husband and wife acting duos, because like these two are quickly becoming like one of my favorite couples I've ever seen on this show. And I don't even fucking like Negan. Even a flashback and a flashback and a flashback? Are you serious?
Are you playing with children?
Is he playing Gears of War? Oh my god, that takes me back.
Mostly. I threw the receipt away.
That's a real dick move, but that was kind of funny.
Do you have someone to drive you home?
Oh, that was a definite Breaking Bad moment. Like, that was exactly like what happened with Walter White. Now, that's a bad day right there. To get that news and then find out that your husband's cheating on you. Like, fuck. Holy shit. Even before the apocalypse, she was ready to get down.
I've got cancer.
You knew.
No big deal.
I want you to know that you made up for it.
Oh.
And you can stop. Now it's time for you to go on without me.
Yeah, I'd be like, sorry, I love you too much. I gotta try and save you.
No, we are not giving up.
Daughter went out to the warehouse to see if we have what you need.
Wait, she was your daughter?
Here.
Wow, and she was the one to give him the bat.
That you hit me with?
I mean, unfortunately, I don't see a way out of this without actually telling them where it is. So I would just tell them where it is and then do everything I could to kill them after, you know, you get free.
For literally any reason, I'm gonna come back here and kill you.
Okie doke. They're actually just gonna let him go? That's crazy. And Negan, these people are basically what you've become. Just taking other people's shit because you think it's all yours.
Lucille?
I'm guessing she's dead. That's really sad. Damn, after all that. Oh my god. But she did it to save you, Negan. She knew you died. Just trying to keep her alive this whole time. Damn, that's really, really sad. I bet he never had an issue killing another walker after he had to kill his own wife. Oh, and they're singing this song. Damn, this is sad. Solid origin story. Very cool visuals right there. I feel like he probably would have died of smoke inhalation at that point, but I'll forgive it because that was cool. Oh yeah, Negan's for sure gonna kill all these motherfuckers. Oh, alright. Yep, as soon as his wife died, I don't give a fuck, Negan was unleashed. And as much as I hate him, he's pretty cool. So what happened to this guy Franklin? I don't remember him from any of the other Savior stuff.
You know, I never killed a man before tonight. It's the truth.
Well, you'll kill many,
Came close once.
many more.
I wail on this son of a bitch until he's not moving. And I play our song again. Twice.
Romantic.
Nobody's getting fired. Hell, nobody's keeping score.
Now,
That's not true.
when I
People
see
are definitely
red,
keeping score.
It's just
Again, yeah, like, I do feel bad for him. I genuinely do. Like, everything that bat means to him, everything that happened with his wife,
sorry
it's
that
very
I left
sad.
you.
I feel bad for him. I don't forgive him.
I was a coward.
Still don't.
I hope that you found someone in the afterlife and you are screwing your brains out. Well, fair is fair.
Aw, that's so sad, dude.
I miss you.
No offense, but I think you gotta do it somewhere else, man. Like, Maggie and certain people are just never going to forgive you for the things you did. And I think rightfully shouldn't forgive you for the things you did. So just start over somewhere new. Shit, if they do a Negan spin-off show, you know how many people would watch that? Excuse me, he came back? Ooh, the tension, I love it. Oh shit, dude, that look right there. If looks could kill. Okay, that was good. That was a really good episode. That was great. I liked it a lot. So, we finally got the Negan backstory, the full Negan episode, just like I thought we would. Like, I knew they weren't going to waste these solo episodes by not having a Negan episode. Like, there's just no way. He's arguably the most popular character on the show. So, like, people love Negan. And after all is said and done, I still don't. I've said many times, I think he's a very interesting character. I like him being on the show. I'm a big fan of Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think his backstory was very fitting. It was very sad. I do feel very bad for him and all the things he had to go through with his wife. But as I've said, I will never forgive him for bashing in Glenn's face slowly and torturously while laughing about it and enjoying it. Having a harem of wives who, let's all be honest with ourselves here, he raped every single one of them. You can say, oh, they agreed to it. When your choices are, you and your family will slowly die a slave, or you can be my wife and let me fuck you every night, that's not a choice. That's coercion. That's rape. He enjoyed the power that he had. Like, he was a vicious, evil person. And I will not ever forgive him for that. But he's a damn good character. And I enjoy seeing him try to make amends for that and, you know, get his life back on track, so to speak. And I'm not even opposed to him having a redemption arc. I'm just saying, like, he's never going to have it with Maggie. Like, other people may be able to tolerate his presence, but, I mean, Maggie just never will. She never will. And for anyone who blames her for that, like, you are absolutely fooling yourself if you think you wouldn't be the same way, watching the person you love the most in this world get slowly, torturously killed in front of you by this guy. So yeah, he wants to go on a redemption arc and start a new life. Go for it. I don't think he's paid his dues in full, but he's trying, and I'll give him credit for that. But he's just never gonna get Maggie on his side. And I'll be honest, if in season 11 they get to a point where Maggie does, like, forgive him for everything, I'm just gonna call bullshit forever. Like, there's just no way. There's no chance. And I don't think there needs to be a chance. Like, he 100% earned that hate from her. But great backstory. Seeing how he was honestly a pretty shitty husband, cheated on her, lost his job and everything, but still loved her, like, with every ounce he had in his heart. Like, I mean, the whole reason he lost his job is because he was defending his wife, and, you know, when he found out that she had cancer, he did everything he possibly could to make it up to her and to keep her alive, only to have her, like, mercy kill herself so he could go and live his life, not die with her. Like, that's some compelling shit. That's really good. That's very good. And it was pretty cool seeing the very beginning of the Saviors. I don't remember the blonde girl's name. Was it Laura? Either way, the fact that she is, like, the very first Savior, and it showed how they met and everything, like, I thought that was really cool. I still don't know who Franklin is. Maybe if I read the solo Negan story I would, or maybe there was, like, a minor character I missed in season 7 or 8 or something. Either way, it was cool. I did really like his backstory, even though I wasn't a fan of the moment when we got to the flashback in a flashback in a flashback. Like, that's just a little too much, in my opinion. I thought that maybe the 3 flashbacks were going to meet up in, like, their own individual climaxes that, you know, showed the beginning of Negan. But instead it was really just a flashback, which was then a flashback and a flashback, which then became a flashback and a flashback and a flashback, and then slowly dialed its way back. So I'm not a huge fan of the structure of the episode, but I am of the story and the character development that we got. And I love that last scene too, where Carol's just like, look, I tried to save your life, bud, but if you come back, like, she's gonna kill you. It's just a matter of time. And I appreciated the fact that he was like, that's fair, but I'm still coming back. So yeah, I can't wait for season 11 to see what goes on with those two. Cinematography in this episode, honestly, I wasn't like a huge fan of it. There were a lot of moments where the camera would be just square on the character with like a vignette of being out of focus to show like how distressed certain characters were, and I don't know, I feel like it's a little played out. It wasn't my favorite cinematography in the show, but I did really like the scene of Negan and Lucille like having their happy moment in the house that they were staying in. I thought the cinematography in those moments were probably the strongest of the episode. Music-wise, I really liked it. There were quite a few moments that were like just really, really great. Like particularly the moment Negan became like the Negan that we know and was killing all those guys who were torturing him and Franklin. Like that music was intense, and it just suited the moment and the character shift really, really well. As for acting, I gotta give this one to Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He did a great job in this episode, showing not only the grief of, his guilt over cheating on his wife, the grief of losing her, and just seeing him go from being like a pretty normal-ish guy to the moment when she died and he went after those people, and it was just such a distinct shift in the way he spoke and the way he carried himself. Like, it was great. I really enjoyed that. And then take all that and compare it to the way he is now, which is sort of basically just like an evolved version of like the savior version of Negan, which it's really good. It's very good acting. And it's another reason I'll never, dislike having him on the show or anything. I'll probably still always hate the character the way Maggie does, but he's good at what he does. And he is very funny, and he is very badass. I'll give you all that. Editing and pacing, I feel like that's the weakest point of the episode for me. It was very slow paced, which I'm not opposed to. It was just the structure of it with the multiple flashbacks in flashbacks. I'm just not a fan of it. I feel like it's not the best way to tell a story. However, I'd say the final 15-20 minutes of the episode really got into the meat of the story that I was really looking for, and they ended up on quite a cliffhanger that I need to see the result of. Overall, I'm gonna give this episode probably an 8.5 out of 10. I think it was very good. Again, I don't like the structure of it, but it gave some much needed clarification to certain things about Negan, and he is a very entertaining character to watch. But that is it. I mean, season 10 is officially over. I thought it was officially over back in October, but we got these extended episodes, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like 2 or 3 of them were pretty unnecessary. Last week's episode with Carol and Daryl just really didn't do it for me. It felt like the most filler out of all of them. The episode about Daryl and the girl that he met, while it had its good moments, I feel like could have been told in a much shorter time frame. Even the princess episode, I feel like could have been tightened up a little bit. I did enjoy that one quite a bit, but I think it could have just been a bit snappier. That could have been half an episode, not a full episode. I mean, it basically already was half an episode. It was barely 40 minutes. The 3 that felt necessary and the ones I enjoyed the most, I think, are the first episode with Maggie, the 3rd one with Aaron and Gabriel, and this one here with Negan. But despite some issues I have with these extended episodes, I cannot wait to see exactly what we're going to get in season 11. Because I don't know too much about the Commonwealth storyline. I know tiny little bits and pieces, but I have not read all the comics for it. And on top of that, it's the final season of The Walking Dead. There will be no more after this last season. So fingers crossed they ended on a high note, and I'll see you all when it returns. So that's about it.